Hello, this is Padge and welcome back to another episode of Padge Plays YOLO Edition with the game Orion Trail. We are doing alright, considering this is a completely blind playthrough. We've got to mission 4. Gold stars for everyone so far. I say gold stars. I don't know if they're just like basic sort of medals you get. Maybe that's the same as like a C average grade. I don't know, but they're gold. And we like gold. It's not as good as diamond or platinum, but it's almost there. It's a B plus at least, at the very least. It's a B plus. So here we are. We are on the cusp of mission 4, and the last mission was all right. It was a little bit messy towards the end. Crew was a major issue. We're looking at trying to sort of hedge our bets against that this time around because it was a little bit naughty of the game more than anything. I thought I was very unfairly treated at times. That karaoke session, I'm never singing again. You're never going to see another karaoke session on this channel again. There'll be no more, funny videos like that. It's just no. It drives people away. That's what I've learned. That's what I've taken as the lesson from that. Singing gets you nowhere. I can't rap as a white man, and I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. We shall leave it to Eminem. We should leave. He's proven that it's doable, but obviously us Brits, no. We'll keep to haikus. I think we'll stick with the haikus. Anyway, mission 4. We're going to the quadrilateral quadrant. Galaxy Force doesn't know much about this angular area. Truth be told, they find the entire quadrant very obtuse, and they hope that someone can chart it out. That was a cute angle pun. Ha 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 ha. Let's go. Alright, so who am I going to be? That is the question. I can be Megamart the Lizard, who is possibly a cross between a mermaid and a lizard. I don't know. The Lizard is a decorated Reptari captain who specialises in culinary diplomacy. His famous Flandramida flambe was served at the luncheon that ended the Gumtrix blockade. Oh, what a guy. What a guy. And he has, in full effect, the science and diplomacy stat. Completely forgot what that was called for a second. So that's not a bad start in all fairness. That is this been strong in 2 stats? I think after the last mission we need to sort of balance it out between 3 to make it more doable. I think just focusing on 2 is a little bit too acute at an angle if we're going to go by the theme of the mission. And then we have Corey Krebs, a peerless diplomat. Captain Krebs famously ended the hostilities between the frog folk of Croquet 6 and the nearby Natling Hive world. What a guy. What a guy. So he's tactics, a little bit of bravado this time around, but again up on the diplomacy. Or we have Adria Halber, a cunning and exacting engineer. Captain Halber was destined for a command position. High command counts on her persistence and cleverness to find a solution to any problem. And again, a little bit more balanced, I suppose. Tactics, science, and a little bit of bravado again. Excuse me, I am suffering from a bit of a sinus issue at the moment. I'm trying to keep this as best I can, so I do apologise if there is any sniffing in this episode. So yes, excuse me, Adria Halber. So what we're going to do? Do we pick up 2 high stats and hope that the officers can make up the others, or do we balance it out as best we can? After being a pink bear, or a purple bear, should I say, I'm liking the animals as captains. I think it's a little bit different. It's a little bit kooky. So we'll stick with that and go with Megamart the Lizard, who is now... You know what? It's Captain Padge. That's what it is. Captain Padge. So there we go. First one done. We then have Lieutenant Tyler, Yo-Yo Haimbear, or Dennis Class. We have Lieutenant Tyler. Famed plasma ball player Tyler Briggs broke the all-time scoring record in his rookie season. Then he shocked the universe when he gave up the sport to enlist in Galaxy Force. What a guy. What a guy. We then have Yo-Yo Haimbear, a dependable first officer with many talents. Lieutenant Haimbear is a tenacious defender of his friends. His life's work is the impressive probability matrix found in every Galaxy Force ship. What a guy. Yes. And Dennis Class, a seasoned class spawn scientist who prefers the quiet of the lab over the bustle of the bridge. Dr. Class has a record of being stubborn and gruff towards the lesser minds that he serves with. So we have diplomacy and science at the moment. We've got no one who really stacks on any other stat, bar from Dennis, who's already stacking on science. I think for the sake of diversity and building up 2 stats as well as a separate stat, we're going to go with Yo-Yo Hainbear. Yo-Yo Hainbear. And it's a bear, isn't it? You know, I believe in this world there has to be a bear of some sort on every spaceship. It's the law. It was the captain last time. This one's going to be the first officer. But more importantly, who is he going to be? I think, seeing as I've been getting quite a bit of jip off him in the comments section recently for killing him in the last one, the dependable defender of friendship is going to have to be Lebowski. So there we go. I told you you'd be back, sir, and you indeed are. Right, then we have, as our chief engineer, Jack O'Brien, a good-humoured communications officer with a knack for bringing levity to tense situations. Lieutenant O'Brien's leadership can sometimes outshine the captains he serves under. Oh, I don't like that. That says ego to me, but what a guy. What a guy. We then have Haruna Akatsuki. As a cadet, Haruna served for only a few weeks before being promoted to first officer. Now Lieutenant Akatsuki is assigned to ships in need of her reckless curiosity and unpredictable wild side. What a guy. Girl. Guy. What a guy. And then we have 7 of 11. Her brainwashing by the Analog Collective now almost fully reverted, Lieutenant 11 has been medically cleared for active duty. She remembers nothing of her previous life as Claudia Costly. What a droid. Borg, I tell you, Borg. Anyway, so what we're going to do this time, there's no ideal stats here. I mean, we could take Jack O'Brien and bump up our diplomacy and science again. I think are going to go with 7 of 11. I think. Because it's 2 for attack. That evens it out. And we pick up a bravado, but that's nothing, I don't think. But who's a bot who's been speaking to me on my comment section? I think we're going to have to go for a new person. This person commented on a very old video. I was misspelling their name already. I appreciate that. You know, it's nice to know people watch your old stuff. I'm not one to sort of dwell on my older videos. I like to carry on moving. And sometimes I do get surprised by going back throughout my catalogue and seeing the views that some of them do get. And William P., you are now known as 7 of 11. Welcome, sir. Welcome. And then the last one is our communication officer. We have Chi Wai-Sai, Ted Barnett, or Yelsabe Nez. Lieutenant Sai is a masterful negotiator, willing to put his life on the line for his crew and captain. He works towards a peaceful future for the universe, one mission at a time. Aren't we all? What a guy. What a guy. Then we got Ted Barnett. Dr. Barnett is a stern man of action. After years of treating those wounded by the unspeakable horrors of space, this medical officer wants to see justice in the galaxy. Can't blame him. Looks a bit like Steven Spielberg. What a guy. What a guy. Then we have Yelsabe Nez. I have no idea how to pronounce that. A tactician who always has a plan and a few backup plans. Corporal Nez is supremely confident in his strategies and has been known to display extreme disbelief if things don't go as planned. Can't blame him. Looks like he's wearing a turtleneck. What a guy. What a guy. So, who are we going to go for this time? Well, I think the best person suited here, going by their stats, is probably going to be Ted Barnett. He's going to up our science and our attack. So, we're averaging between 4 and 5 on 3 stats, which I think is good. Plus we get a boost of bravado, worst case scenario. But that should cover a lot of it. And I'll tell you something he doesn't look like, but he's going to be named after Lebowski. We've done Lebowski. Dogman. I'm going to get shit for that later. So, and it's going to be Dogman. You know what, Dogman? We're going to go with your full name. Dogman27. With spec and all that. You're now an aged, greying, binoculared person. I've got nothing against glasses. You know, I wear glasses myself. And there we go. And this is quite a long one. We are going to aim halfway for the break. Hopefully we're going to get halfway. But first things first, we need to put up our credits. What shall we do? Who shall we take? Well, again, stats for Hull have never got to the point where I've been worried about it. I presume if your Hull goes, you're dead. As opposed to when the rest runs out, you can just sort of hang around until something happens. But food is always an issue, so 4 of those. Crew, 20 is quite a lot. I tell you what, we're going to go for 3 fuel and 2 extra crew. just to cover it. I'm still reeling a bit from the RNG in the last mission, so hopefully that will cover that. But no doubt, I'm sure we'll be told otherwise in a second. So we have one away mission there, one away mission there, one away mission there, and an anomaly there. So that's 4, and then the end. So we need to get past 2 really before we can call it half time. So let's say, well, let's see how far we get. We'll aim for this planet here for that away mission, depending on our stats. Maybe a little bit further, around here maybe, and see how our time's taking us. So what we're going to do first, we have the Green Nebula. That's good for food. Or we have the Class X Dwarf Star. Theoretically, it shouldn't exist, and it's good for the hull. Probably best head in there first. Let's do that. I'm not really governed by where we go yet until we start running out of stuff, so I'm not too fussed. A lavish look over. Drat, you've entered fancy space. Hopefully you can pass through without anyone bzzzt. Ha ha ha, and what have we here? A Galaxy Force cruiser? How droll. Prepare to be boarded by the great Raculot for your extravagance evaluation. Oh, bugger. So, we have deployed the Gaudi goggles, escort Raculot to your private quarters, bound Chickawawa, or that ship's a mess, ambush him. So, science is our best stat here. We might as well deploy the Gaudi goggles. Your chief inventor is honoured that you remembered the Gaudi goggles. He presents them to you. Explain that if Raculot wears them on his tour, he will see the most magnificent ship imaginable. I guess we'll see. Go on with the good stats. Starting on a critical success would be great. Oh, go on. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. It went in our favour, which is more than what usually happens on a... YOLO class is a re-roll every time. With the Gaudi goggles in place, Raculot sees a whole different ship. Your ship is astounding, Captain. Follow me to my distant homeworld and we can discuss upgrades. Distant was an understatement. You burn a lot of fuel, but it was worth it. So we lost 30 fuel, but we've got 3 hull, which is awesome. So fuel took a bit of a hit. Nothing too much to worry about. We have something I have no idea what about, or an asteroid belt where we have absolutely no idea what's going on. I am aware of fuel and food. So what is available to us here? That's got a food on. So let's go down south. We'll head for the food. Oh dear. We've encountered a gravestone. I can't even get my words out. Gravestone. Sensors indicate that there is some sort of floating memorial nearby. Your navigator asks if you want to make the short detour to check it out. Let's pay our respects. Here lie A and A Campbell, 3rd of the 14th. 14. Now, this is obviously an American. So it's actually March the 14th, 2014 is how I say it. Whereas just normal people in Britain write the 14th of March 2014 because we've been brought up properly. None of this American English bollocks. It's English. It's not, the language isn't called American, it's called English. I don't know what this has to do with numbers, but there we go. I've had my rant. We have an anniversary, 0.0001 from pi. They shall forever lie to watch you, the passerby. Oh, that was pretty British, in all fairness. That was pretty nice. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. You begin giving a powerful impromptu speech about its meaning. Halfway through, you sneeze and interrupt your train of thought. Well, we didn't die, which is always good. Set a course for savings. Sensors show a massive vessel approaching, and all channels are jammed with a catchy tune. It's an Megamart superstore. Galaxy 4 ships can't repel bargains of this magnitude. Your crew turn to you with big doe eyes. This is going to be costly. So, it looks like we're up for losing fuel regardless. And I think it's going to be science again. Time for some tech upgrades. Let's see what we get. Your science team screams like little kids as you announce on the intercom that the Indestructible 2 will be docking with the best bargain hemisphere of a Megamart. You search your person for your reward card and before you disembark. Wow. Really hashed up my words there. Just hoping not for a fail. Oh, God. Of course. Critical? No. Oh, that's all right. More fuel. Oh my life, that was a lot. But we did get science out of it. You wonder how all of these hull and thruster establishments could possibly stay in business when Galaxy Net sites like Danube make it so easy. Still, you enjoy immediate gratification. You pay the markup and tell yourself it was worth it. I am not a shopaholic, but I do shop to make myself feel better. There is a word for that. I can't remember what it is, but we've just gone from it. It's cost us a hell of a lot of fuel, but I do feel better for it as far as the science is concerned. That's a good stat now. But hey ho, food it is. Crisis. Carb overlord. During dinner, one of the ensigns in the cafeteria made the deadly mistake of mixing pasta with antipasto. The entire dish is destabilized, and it's threatening to cause a catastrophic carbohydrate cascade. Big C words. So we can eat it quickly or contain it. So do we want to lose food or crew? You know what? I'm quite happy to lose crew, so we'll go with that. It's only one bravado. That's not good. It's a known fact that stomach acid can nullify a carbohydrate cascade before it triggers. You order everyone in the cafeteria to eat as if their lives depended on it. And it probably will. It probably will. This isn't going to end well. The stats are against it. Here we go. Here we go. Yes. Teases you. Being one away from success. It seemed to slow down pretty quick, in all fairness. You're impressed with the voracity your crew eats the volatile vermicelli. Unfortunately, before the food can make it to the crew's stomachs, the carbohydrate cascade triggers, turning most of the crew into piles of limp bodies. Wow, we lost 6. And we got 3 food off it. That wasn't good. I'll be honest with you, that wasn't good. So we have something we're not sure of, or more food. We're going to have to go for it. The Class M planet, let's do this. Oh dear. Another gravestone, let's do this. Lebowski. Ran out of trail mix. There he is, Lebowski. There you go. You're famous, friend. You're in the game now, permanently. You're welcome. You're welcome. I expect the check in the post. That's nice. The gravestone disarms you, like literally. Your weapon explodes into 1,000 pieces in its holster. Those things are expensive to replace. You bastard, Lebowski. You're supposed to be my friend. You went all high and mighty in the comment section saying how you deserve to live, and you do this to me. Bastard. It's the last time you're coming in this. It's the last time I'm bringing you along in the game. You've ruined it. You have ruined it, good sir. Ruined. Rude, I tell you. Rude. Anyway, I digress. The fantastic factory. There's a cluster of smokestacks up ahead. This is the famous Nutri Paste factory planet. Nanonutra ran it for eons before shuttering it to outsiders, locking its workers and secrets away forever. Only the welcome sign is on. You know what? I'm not going to go on this one for one simple reason. We did it a couple of episodes ago. So I'm going to say it must be a mistake and we'll move on. Nana's Nutri-Paste factory is legendary. What are the odds that she would reopen her factory right when you were flying by? No, it must be a trap of some sort. Nobody's that lucky. With a heavy heart, you order your crew to fly on. So we paid the price there. We will head down to this planet simply because, well, we need some sort of away mission to be getting on with, and yeah, wasn't willing to do that. And as it stands, that was a good choice because we can now pick up crew. Hopefully. Hopefully. I'm so disappointed in Lebowski. Operation Innovation. Your manufacturing robot MK421 was constructed an exact copy of herself. She informs you that she has lots of ideas and wants to make more friends. This makes you a little uneasy. Her green eyes blink at you, awaiting your orders. So it's, well, we've got to offer full use of the lab, I guess. Grateful, I shall relocate to the laboratory. Your chief scientist isn't too sure about this, but you don't care. You want to see what this robot can do. Come on, don't make me say this is a bad thing. This is a good thing. Critical good thing. Awesome, we needed that. We needed that. Under the instruction of MK, your scientists are able to accomplish the impossible. A squad of sleek, fuel-efficient, hyper-intelligent androids march out of the lab, ready to serve. Their helpful and calming presence is a boon to morale. So we've got 8 crew, 100 fuel, and we pick up another diplomacy. I'd say that's a win-win. Awesome. That's fantastic. That was really, really good. And now we're on to try and hopefully get more fuel to the Class X star. Set a course. There's a new game fad involving a visor. Everyone seems to be playing and inviting others to play. You could swear you saw something similar on a TV show once. You can't put your finger on it, but something seems off about this situation. Crisis the game. Will you put on a visor? I know Ready Player One has just come out, so I'm going to relate it to that, but it's probably not that. I know what it is. Or do I? It almost reminds me of a TV show in Britain called Nightmare, where a guy put on a mask and 3 of his friends had to guide him around this CGI with real actors in dungeon and try and get certain things and escape. It was very cool. I've watched it since. It's not as cool because nostalgia and all that. It tends to, you know, rose tint everything. But yeah, it's still pretty cool. Still pretty cool. It's not as good as, say, you know, the Crystal Maze or anything like that, but watch the video if you don't know what it is. Anyway, we can ban the game ship-wide, or we can read the game's reviews on GalaxyNet. So we can either lose crew and game fuel, or we can read the reviews and lose something we're not sure of. Usually, I've noticed these question marks on boxes means you tend to lose a stat. We have picked up 2 extra crew than what we started with, so let's ban the game ship-wide. Until you know more about this game, you're going to trust your gut. You put a ship-wide ban in effect. It's not like it's safe to be walking around with those visors on anyway, and it's probably impacting productivity. That's what we're looking for. Lots of failures. I'll take that. You were right, Captain. The game is actually a mind control device. A few of your crew's brains are turned to sludge by the time you discover this. But Galaxy Force is glad you found it out and gives you a fuel bonus. Good looking out. Awesome. So we are back to what crew we had to start with, and I'm pretty sure we're pretty much around to what fuel we had when we started. Maybe a little bit more. And we now have a Class M planet where the foods is, which we need to hit. We need the foods. Oh dear. A close encounter. Phew, that was quite the random event. Luckily you took care of the problem before it became a full-blown encounter. Well played, Captain. Thank you. Thanks. It's a stat. I'll take the stat. FeaTS of Strength. You pick up a broadcast as you pass a nearby warrior world, or are invited to prove their worth in the fields of glory and win fabulous prizes. Food, fame, lifelong friendships, death. You stroke your chin and consider the proposition. We've done this one. I believe it was in the first mission. It could have been the second, but it's been a while, so we'll do it again. We've got different stats this time. It may work out. Heck yes, assemble the team. So, who are we going to send? It's going to have to be our newbie, I think. It's going to have to be William P. with two attacks. Let's face it, this is that right? Am I doing the right thing there? Or should I do Dogman? Because technically he's got more stats. You know what? We're going to do Dogman. Dogman can go. Outside the stadium, your away team arrives in front of the Colosseum. Banners proudly displaying various home planets wave in the breeze. There is a buzz of excitement in the air. Your team of champions await your orders. Now, I learnt off the first one that we're not going to go and find food. We're just going to begin the games straight away. So let's do it. The team proudly marches into the arena, ready to prove the awesomeness of Galaxy Force. The team enters a large open arena. Some kind of large elephant centaur towers above them menacingly, wielding a tree trunk in its trunk. Anyway, it's a really big and scary. Dogman 27 looks to you for guidance even. So sadly he can't science the shit out of this, so we're going to have to overwhelm it with superior firepower and hope for the best. Your team lines up and opens fire on the giant grab bag of a creature. Well, at least we've got the crew, I suppose. Looks like it might be a pass. Or not. No, of course not. Of course not. Nobody can land a solid hit. A few grazes here and there, and several of the team is wiped out. Eventually, Dogman 27 is able to land a crack shot, neutralizing the threat. The crowd goes wild. Right, so who are we going to lose? Carunia Bradshaw and Jason Hopkamp. Gone. Your team returns to the front of the Colosseum and recuperate, readying themselves for the next challenge. Let's do this. Curious to see what's next? Your crew team. I don't even know where I got crew from. Your away team re-enters the arena. Test of intelligence. Test of intelligence, yet we can't science it. Fantastic. Your team enters a gigantic labyrinth filled with what you can safely assume are dastardly traps and monsters. With no clear path forward, Dogman requests some orders. So, you know what? Let's go with convincing a monster to guide you. Why not? Dogman agrees and searches for any creature that looks like it could help. Come on, Dogman. Do your thing. Show some initiative, sir. Speed up. Speed up. Speed up. Alright, well, it's a fail. It's not a critical fail. That's good. The team finds a large, formless cube of jelly in a hallway. The team bravely steps forward and attempts to communicate, but several are absorbed immediately. The creature then slides away, revealing the exit. Yay! Yay! Crew death! Crew death. And now we've lost Unpreventable Monkey and Lita Gemini. So, back at the front again. Let's finish this. We're doing alright. As long as our stats carry on doing this, we'll be fine. The away team marches into the Colosseum one last time. What could that final challenge be? The test of ice cream? And, yeah, okay. Mountains of what appears to be ice cream line the arena. Weirder still, that doesn't seem to be an obvious opponent. The aliens in the stands watch breathlessly. What are your orders? We can melt it or share it with everyone. Those are our choices. You know what? Let's share it with everyone. Let's all take it on. Everyone loves ice cream, so clearly this is testing your generosity. Dogman agrees and orders the team to start distributing the treat to everyone in the arena. Oh, God. It's against us. This could be a critical fail. No, no. Critical success? Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I can live with that. The aliens happily eat the treat. Curious, Blank Dave samples some and then immediately kills over dead. Oh, Blank Dave. The rest of the team notes not to eat any of this stuff and completes the challenge. Oh, Blank Dave. Your team faced the challenges of the arena and prevailed. The master of the arena calls Dogman forward and demands to know what they seek as reward. What do we want? Food, friendship, or fame? I think after all that, we could probably do with the food. We'll take the food. The arena master looks at Dogman 27 puzzled. Seriously? Okay. Huge platters of food are carried into the centre of the arena. So we've got bravado, we've got 3 crew, and we've got some food. Well done, Dogman. That could have got a lot worse. Let's face it, that could have got a lot worse. Where do we want to end this then? How much more do we have? Quite a fair whack, actually. So let us get... we'll get to the blue star. I think that's a good place to end. So let's go to the asteroid belt. We are into the 2-threat territory now. So this is where our stats should really be building up. You've encountered a gravestone. Let's do it. Captain Howard Kistler. Let's investigate that unstable star. Yeah, been there, friend. Been there. As one of your officers notices a star chart chiseled into the gravestone, after scanning and taking a few notes, they learn something new. Ah, well done. Well done. Another science. Another science. It's all good. As long as we can find science stuff, we'll be fine. A roll of the Gloog. Your ship stutters and stalls. A shimmering spectral cube with 6 distinct faces appears before you in the dark of space. You're in the presence of the Gloog. Your probability matrix spins out of control. You must roll the die or die. Die, 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 die. Address the side currently facing you, I suppose, is the thing to do here. You don't intend to lay your hands upon a cosmic entity of unknown power. You decide instead to speak with the face of the cube already looming before your ship. The Gloog shimmers and becomes a deep shade of blue. Let's do this. I mean, that's pretty even Steven, isn't it? Pretty even Steven. Speed up, speed up, speed up. Awesome. Critical success? Ah, that's fine. Alright. I dig it. The Gloog's mouth flattens. You'd like to talk with me? I'm afraid our conversation will not go very far. You are like this Nutri-Paste in your food tanks. Sticky and bland. Better used as a buffer than as stimulating sustenance. So we've lost a little bit of food, that's fine. And we've gained more hull. Mega hull. Mega hull. We might end up selling that soon. And on to where we're going to finish this episode. The Class B star. It's like a Class B star, but way more blue. Frugalis Maximus. You stumble upon a wedding party that has full catering and an open bar. You grab as much free shrimp as you can and take an inordinate amount of booze to reuse as ship fuel. And drink. Mostly drink. So we've got food and fuel. Excellent. Excellent. And on to Crisis Power Fluctuations. Engineering reports systems around the ship either have too much power or not enough power. Sometimes both. It's getting a little ridiculous, and your chief of engineering has run out of ideas, short of running a ship-wide diagnostic. So we can shut off power and run the diagnostic, or we can have power. We need more power. Am I going to do that? I mean, we can afford to lose hull plating. In all fairness, we can afford to lose fuel, and we might get a stat off this. So let's just overpower everything. You recall one time as a kid you were caught smoking cigarettes and that you were forced to smoke the entire pack as punishment. Maybe the same logic could apply here. Your chief of engineering sighs and initiates a power overload. I say okay. That's bad. That is bad. That is going to... Oh, it's good. It's good. It's good. Hey! Hey! Glass half full kind of guy, me. Honest. It's a little dicey at times, but eventually the power fluctuations die down and the ship's systems return back to normal. Looks like your idea worked after all. Your chief engineer is flabbergasted. See? Just gotta have faith, like George Michael said. And that is where we shall leave this episode. So thank you for watching. As always, a like is appreciated, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take it easy.